This is the start of my show, including baby naming certificates. My career started over 30 years ago, or almost 30 years ago, with these Jewish baby naming certificates. I always loved creating artwork having to do with bridges, and this painting over here represents my view, my impression of the Williamsburg Bridge. I also love city scenes, and here's New York City a long time ago before the new high-risers went up. And I love to work with resins and beautiful, vibrant colors. And of course, here's the George Washington Bridge. And this you could start to see, I love to work with silvers and golds in my paintings. Here's a few more views that I did. I was working on it and created over 16 panels on wood. These are on metal. And so that's why they look so shiny and shimmering. It's a new kind of artwork reproduction that you could do. I also worked on a series of trees. And while I was working on my trees, I was also experimenting with all different kinds of paints that change color, enamels, nail polish, all different kinds of paints that I included in the paintings. Here are just 3 paintings that I did having to do with bamboo and black and gold, and then there were some with white and gold. When I work, a lot of times I like to work in multiples, sometimes up to 6 paintings with the same idea. And you could see it over here. These 3 paintings that look similar, but they are very different, and they also are painted by me together as I work on series paintings. Each painting takes on its own look, but I love to work with a series because then I develop my ideas. The paintings over here are really just giclées, copies of paintings that I already made with oil on paper. And I love working with these very vibrant colors and scratching into it. I also was working just very recently on these 3 paintings that are acrylic and oil paints, and they are abstracts working with different techniques, including pouring paint onto the canvas and then highlighting it with oil sticks. As you could see, I'm very drawn to abstracts and these very colorful paintings, including gold in a lot of my artwork. This painting over here is really an image of my own artwork that I had created on wood, and I had it photographed onto metal, creating this very high gloss painting. I was very happy that this show was able to include over 40 of my paintings done in over 30 years, and this is a painting that has to do with political response to the Me Too movement. And these paintings over here are some of my political artworks having to do with compromise of whether things are black and white anymore or is gray taking over. As we get older, we think things aren't black and white anymore. I returned to Jewish thought over here with my painting about the Exodus, leaving Egypt with the 12 tribes represented in different colors. And I was able to continue working with jewel tones and gold in my painting representing a Jewish parsha having to do with Israel is not allowed to destroy the fruit trees of their enemies. So I show very clearly war stopping right at the fruit trees. I also was able to make some prints out of my original paintings that represent Jewish life, Jewish lifestyle, and Shabbos and Jewish holidays. So in it, I took on a Marc Chagall-esque look. These are just 2 of a series of 6 paintings that I did of women, and they are scratched into the art, and the image is scratched into it using many different glazes. I just wanted to show one painting of this, of a series of 6 also, representing in your lifestyle, in the life of most people. When they get married, it's a very happy time, and I wanted to capture the happiness of a Jewish wedding. And speaking of Jewish weddings, My most recent idea was to create a series of ketubot, which I have featured over here, and I have many more of them, and I'm able to reproduce them in different colors. And this is the latest thing that's given me so much happiness and joy, working on creating different colors and different ideas and different styles for Jewish ketubots. This last painting over here represents my response to what just happened during Hanukkah time of 2019, when there were a lot of anti-Semitist atrocities that happened in the New York, New Jersey area. And I did use Marc Chagall as my inspiration for the blue color and the way that he evolves and tells a story. I used him as my inspiration.